Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. There's several episodes in this that are turning points. Some that you wouldn't think are, but in truth, it's quite amazing just how much of an impact certain characters have on a fandom and on the overall story. And this episode features a character very prominently. And this character is arguably one of the fandom's favorites. And when I say that, I don't mean that willy-nilly. I mean that as legit as possible. This character has made such an impact on so many people and is a lot of people's favorites. I'm actually sad Jacob's not here to watch this with us because he mentioned how he loves this character a lot, but he understands. He understands how things are. But yeah, the Blind Bandit, which there's also another character in this who I love a lot, voiced by one of my favorite professional wrestlers of all time, Mick Foley, aka Mankind. Hopefully you'll know. Hopefully y'all will. I don't know if y'all pay attention to wrestling or not, pro wrestling or not.
I know his name and everything, but I don't think I would recognize his voice just from hearing it.
Well, he's a very like, he stands out a lot in this episode, and he's hilarious. But yeah, overall,
give me 2 seconds. I just want to hear real quick what he sounds like.
Oh gosh,
that's weird.
Yeah. So okay, here's the thing: Mick Foley has in his wrestling career played 3, arguably 4 different characters. His most popular, probably by far, is Mankind, who is like a tortured, like, insane asylum character with a leather mask on and everything, like covering up parts of his face. He wears like a white orderly shirt and has like brown pants on and everything. And he has a compatriot who comes out to the ring that he chokes people with named Mr. Sacco. And then, of course, there's Dude Love, who is pretty much like all hippie and just like, hey, man, let me tell you the story about Dude Love. And then there's Cactus Jack, who is basically a crazy person who just loves administering pain to people and to himself because he's a masochist. And then there is himself, Mick Foley, the lovable hardcore legend himself, who got into WWE because he threw himself off of a rooftop onto 3 box of springs, and pretty much pretty much made Vince McMahon go, that guy's crazy. I like him. Hire him right now. But yeah, he's more Cactus Jack and Mick Foley in this than he is Mankind. Mankind, he's like, oh, let me tell you a story about a guy named Mankind. He never really was loved to begin with. That's kind of how he is. But I hope that you all enjoy this episode, because I know I am, because it's just gonna make me smile the whole way through. Anyway, this is The Blind Bandit. This is Book 2, Chapter 6. Here we go.
You kids like earthbending? You like throwing rocks? Then check out Master Yu's Earthbending Academy.
Who knows? This Master Yu could be the earthbending teacher you've been looking for.
Strike as if you're punching through your opponent's head.
Oh!
Ow.
No thanks.
He's not the one.
He's gonna have to fight his way through the best earthbenders in the world to even get a shot at the champ.
Excuse me, but where is this earthbending tournament exactly?
It's on the island of Nunya.
Hey, strong guys, wait up! We're going to Earth Rumble 6.
How'd you get them to tell you?
Oh, a girl has her ways.
Flirting. Or that.
Knock the other guy out of the ring, and you win! Round 1, the boulder versus the big bad hippo!
You may be big, but you ain't bad. The boulder's gonna win this in a landslide.
Is that him?
Yep.
had a feeling. The way he just said stuff sounded
boulder.
very wrestlery. Landslide. Yeet.
The boulder wins! Next match.
He's into it.
Lord, my flame.
Doing the whole red panic thing, singing like a Russian.
No.
The boulder knows how to put the hurt in the dirt. Yeah! Woo!
That's awesome.
The moment you've all been waiting for. The boulder versus your champion, the blind bandit!
She can't really be blind. It's just part of her character, right?
Conflicted about fighting a young blind girl.
Sounds to me like you're scared, Boulder.
The boulder's over his conflicted feelings. He's ready to bury you in a rock-a-land.
So it was her.
It's on.
This is the character I said that I saw, just so everybody knows, like in various media and stuff that I was wondering about. Damn.
She waited and listened.
I'm offering up this sack of gold pieces to anyone who can defeat the blind bandit!
I will.
Wait, he can't earthbend yet.
I don't think they said you have to earthbend.
Oh, but it's...
Do people really want to see two little girls fighting out here?
Ouch.
Somebody's a little light on his feet. Where'd you go? Please wait. There you are. Ah!
Oh!
I need an earthbending teacher, and I think it's supposed to be you. Whoever you are, just leave me alone. Wait!
That's a neat trick.
Damn.
Way to go, Sam. You're the kid who beat the blind bandit.
We need to talk to her. Do you guys know where she lives?
The blind bandit's a mystery.
In my vision, I saw a girl in a white dress with a pet flying boar. Know anybody like that?
Well, a flying boar is the symbol of the Bei Fong family.
I got my eye on you.
Water tribe.
I'm telling you, nothing made contact. The blind bandit just fell out of the ring. She must have took a dive and split the money with the kid.
Hey, that's your own fault, bud.
You know your father doesn't want you wandering the grounds without supervision, Toph.
I'm pleased to hear that Toph's private lessons are going well. But I want to be sure she's not trying anything too dangerous.
Absolutely not. You have a visitor.
Who thinks they are so important they can just come to my home unannounced?
The Avatars.
How much longer do you think the war will last?
I'd like to defeat the Fire Lord by the end of summer, but I can't do that without finding an earthbending teacher first.
He's been teaching Toph since she was little.
Then she must be a great earthbender. Probably good enough to teach someone else. Ow!
Sadly, because of her blindness, I don't think she will ever become a true master.
Oh, I'm sure she's better than you think she is.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Problem.
That's how you spread the coronavirus.
I'm sorry about dinner. Let's call a truce, okay? Even though I was born blind, I've never had a problem seeing. I see with earthbending. It's kind of like seeing with my feet. I feel the vibrations in the earth. They've always treated me like I was hopeless.
Is that why you became the blind bandit?
Yeah. We're being ambushed.
If you want to see your daughter again, bring 500 gold pieces to the arena. It's signed Shin Fu and the Boulder.
She must be so scared.
You think you're so tough? Why don't you come up here so I can smack that grin off your face?
I'm not smiling.
Let them go.
I think the Fire Nation will pay a hefty price for the Avatar. Now, get out of my ring.
We need an Earthbender. We need you.
My daughter is blind. She is blind and tiny and helpless and fragile. She cannot help you.
Yes, I can. Let him go. I beat you all before and I'll do it again.
The Boulder takes issue with that comment.
Ouch.
Dang.
I never knew. Your daughter's amazing.
She's the greatest Earthbender I've ever seen.
I know I've kept my life secret from you, but you were keeping me secret from the whole world. You were doing it to protect me. But I'm 12 years old and I've never had a real friend. Hope it doesn't change the way you feel about me.
Of course it doesn't change the way I feel about you, Toph. It's made me realize something.
It has?
Yes, I've let you have far too much freedom.
It's for your own good, Toph.
Please escort the Avatar and his friends out. They are no longer welcome here.
Goodbye, Aang.
Toph, what are you doing here?
My dad changed his mind. He said I was free to travel the world.
I think she's lying.
We better get out of here.
I want to show you something.
Okay.
Now we're even. I'll take the belt back.
The Avatar has kidnapped my daughter. I want you to do whatever it takes to bring her home.
And this episode, once again, like one of my favorite turning point episodes of the entire show, with the introduction of Toph, written by one of the show's creators, Michael Dante DiMartino. He was very specific about how he wanted this character handled because of just of the fragile nature of having a person with a disability being portrayed in this world, and how the disability could be used to benefit them. Not only benefit them, but give them what could be seen as an advantage. Because the eyes are not there to be distracted, they can solely use the earthbending as their primary means of seeing the world.
Tremor sense.
Yes, effectively. And it's amazing stuff. And I'm very happy that they handled this character so well. And that's why this character is so loved, is because, you see, there's so often nowadays, people don't recognize it, But all this tokenism that you see thrown into media nowadays, characters thrown in for no other reason than the fact that they're a woman, or thrown in there because no other fact that they're insert ethnicity here, or that they're homosexual or something like that, or heterosexual or whatever. They're thrown in there as tokenisms. They're characters that could contribute to the story in such a great way, but instead they're only written in because studios want to appear like they're on the side of the culture wars that and everything. But the truth is, they try way too hard to make things work when you have a character like this, a badass character who doesn't need to be like written in as a token character, and actually is in the show for a reason. The character is probably the best earthbender out there, and her job is to instruct Aang. And that just shows me, it's just like, damn, these people who wrote this show not only care about people who are, who have disabilities, but they also show that given circumstances, they can contribute more in certain ways than most people. It's just like people with autism. Like, kids with autism nowadays have been shown to be like much more computer, like much more able to like program on computers and everything. And they're actually saying there's certain like people out there, biological evolutionary scientists, think that autism, like certain spectrums of autism, are actually the next step in the evolutionary chain for humanity. Which, I don't know, that may very well be. It depends on how the evolutionary biology plays into it. But overall, I mean, how they treated this character in this show, I have nothing but applause for, and I'm glad that they treated Toph with such respect and like such good graces. That's just me, though. I remember she was like one of my favorite characters whenever I first started watching the show, because I was just like, oh, she's so cool.
Yeah.
And of course, having Mick Foley in there as the Boulder's like, the Boulder takes issue with that statement.
Yeah. Kind of neat.
And the Boulder does return. Don't worry.
It's definitely a much better episode than the last episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This episode,
head and shoulders above.
That last episode, like, it wasn't as like bad as like the Divide or whatever. Like, the first season.
Yeah, the Great Divide is the worst episode.
Kind of felt to me like it was kind of in the same ballpark though. Like, so
not quite a
weaker episode.
Not quite a home run of bad,
left.
but like a double. A double of bad. Use baseball terminology. This, on the other hand, this is one of my favorite episodes. I mean, the Blind Bandit, the introduction to Toph.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Such a great character, and I can't wait for you all to see like how important she is and integral she is to this. I mean, it's just awesome. So awesome. And yeah, I don't know what else to say other than damn. It's good watching this again, because it's good seeing this again, because I forgot how much I missed this. All right, well, I guess that's going to do it for now, ladies and gentlemen. If you all enjoyed this, I mean, you know what to do. I mean, there's a little button you can click down there to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to check out our Patreon, where you can actually watch ahead on this, I mean, feel free to check that out. And I guess until next time, everybody, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Nick.
And we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace out.